Hey, what's up? We're back. Pikey and the Hog, News Binge, week of December 4th.
First one in December.
December. We missed you for a little while. You didn't miss us, but we missed you. And that is the story of our lives. So, we're going to kick it off this week with some news that you probably heard, but if not, get ready because you're going to hear it now.
That's right.
The Grammy Awards nominations have been announced for the 60th annual Grammys, taking place on Sunday, January 28th. Also, so you know what you're going to be hearing the whole night, Jay-Z has the most nominations this year with 8.
That's right.
Which I don't really know where that ranks in the overall over the 60 Grammys that there have been. I know Adele that one year, she won tons, so she might have won more than 8. Like, just nomination, forgetting being nominated, winning them.
Moving on now, sticking with the New York theme, because, Jay-Z's from New York. New York Football Giants fired their head coach, Ben McAdoo, and their GM, Jerry Reese, Monday morning, and Steve Spagnuolo, who is the defensive coordinator, will be their interim head coach. To make matters worse, they are going to be starting Eli Manning against this coming weekend, a week after he was benched for Geno Smith, breaking Eli's streak of 210 consecutive games started.
Ben McAdoo was the best, most New York-looking coach of all time. Like, of all the coaches in the NFL, he suited that team better than any other coach does their team. So they better find someone else who looks super New York, because I'm upset about it right now.
Yeah, not looking good there.
Yeah. But as far as dark times go there's a show coming out on Netflix called Dark, actually. And it is being compared to Stranger Things. It's in that same supernatural vein that Stranger Things is, but it's supposed to be a little bit more dark, a little bit more dark, a little bit more adult theme. So don't watch it with just anyone, but it's something, if you're missing Stranger Things, you could check it out.
So the Oscars award season is starting 30 minutes earlier this year. That's right. Instead of an 8:30 p.m. start, they will be starting at 8 p.m. March 4th. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel will be returning as the host, and I'm super pumped for it.
Yeah. Moving on. So back to music. We talked about the Grammys a little bit. This is Linkin Park news. This is worth mentioning, I think, because I'm excited about it, but I also just think Linkin Park is one of those bands that probably everyone's heard us at least a little bit. And as we've mentioned before, Chester Bennington committed suicide recently. Linkin Park announced that they're putting out a live album that is going to be all recordings from the first half of the One More Light tour, which is the last tour they did with Chester Bennington. And they've already put out some of the sound bites and some teaser trailers, and it sounds like it's going to be great. Haunting, but great.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Chester Bennington. But we did see the resurrection of one Josh Gordon in the NFL this week after a 4-year absence from the NFL. Josh Gordon came back, started for the Cleveland Browns against the LA Chargers, and had a great game, to be honest. For someone who was out of the league for 4 years, he had 4 catches for 85 yards.
Some people come back in the league after one game and look rusty. 4 years.
4 years.
I'll give
Unbelievable.
That. Yeah.
4 catches, 85 yards against one of the best pass defenses in the league and against one of the best cornerbacks in the league, in Casey Hayward.
Yeah.
Speaking of suspensions, Rob Gronkowski is most definitely staring at a suspension right now after his MMA-style takedown of the cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. Gronk should be suspended.
But that brings us to our last story, which is the World Cup groups that have been announced.
None of them look too exciting, to be honest. There's no group of death, really. That might be partly because some of the big names like the U.S., Netherlands, Italy, Ghana, Ivory Coast all didn't qualify this year. Only 2 groups really stick out to me. Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Uruguay are on Group A, so it'll be a battle for second place, as well as the group with Argentina, Iceland, and Croatia.
Yeah.
Because Argentina should get through. Iceland and Croatia will have to battle it out.
Which we have a question for you relating to the World Cup. We made a video a little while back, World Cup video, where we were talking about our disappointment in certain teams not making it this year. So we are asking you to watch the video and say, or maybe you just remember, but if not, watch the video and tell us who we said we're going to root for instead of the teams that we wanted to make it.
That's right.
If you do this, find out who, put it in the comments section, and we'll give you a shout out in the next video.
And if I ever see the first person to comment at a bar, I will buy you a beer or a Coke.
Yeah,
for
which
the non-drinkers.
Right there makes it worth it. That's, one drink. But that's it for us on the News Binge. We're binging the news. And we'll see you next week.